Okay, moving on to sections 2, 3, and 4. I combined all three together because it's just adding whole numbers, subtracting whole numbers, and then multiplying and dividing. So instead of doing those all three separately, I just combined them all into one section. So this is chapter 1, sections 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. Okay, let's start with adding whole numbers. Couple things to know. You're not going to be quizzed or tested on this part, but it's just some good information. Any numbers that you are adding together are called addends, and when you add them together, you get a sum. So like if I had 12 plus 8, those would be addends, and 20 would be the sum. Sum, you need to know, because I will use that quite often. So you need to know that sum is the answer to an addition problem. A couple properties that are mentioned in the chapter. First one is the commutative property of addition. It just means that if you change the order of your addends, it's not going to change your sum. So if you took 28 plus 63, you're going to get 91. And if you reversed that or switched them and put 63 plus 28, you're still going to get 91. Associative property of addition is if you were to group 3 or more addends, it's not going to affect your sum. So you'll see 46, 71, 29, 46, 71, 29. Grouped around the first two here or grouped around the second two does not affect your sum. You're still going to add these all and get 146, add and get 146. You are not, like I said, you're not going to be tested on these, but they are in the chapter, so I just wanted to go over what they mean. You might need them for future classes. Okay, so now let's just do some adding of whole numbers. Now I put right here to find the actual sum because the directions in your homework is going to use that word actual. It's going to say find the estimate and find the actual. You do not have to do the estimates. You only need to find the actuals. Okay. All right, line up the numbers by place value is step 1, and then add. So if I'm taking in my first example, these two numbers, I'm going to line them up by place value. So the ones place is under the ones, the tens place is under the tens, and then the hundreds. Okay, 5 plus 4 is 9, 7 and 3 is 10, 5 and 1 is 6. Now I know that you can very easily use a calculator on these, but please, 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 you will only get better at your math skills if you avoid the calculator and try them on your own first. Then if you start to struggle, you can bring the calculator in, but try them on your own first. Okay, I'm going to line these up. 6, 5, 1, 9, and then 9, 2, 7 goes all the way to the right, so my place values line up. Okay, 9 and 7 is 16, 2, 3, 4, 9 and 5 is 14, 6 and 1 is 7. If you have 3 and it's addition, you can do all 3 at the same time. I like to put the highest one on top and work my way down. 2 and 1 is 3. 8 and 7 is 15, 15 and 6 is 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then bring down my 8. And that's adding.